Welcome everybody, and in today's fish video I'm going to be showing you how to get every rod in fish. By watching this video you will know how to get all of the fishing rods in fish. These are all of the moosewood fishing rods. You can get them behind me by the merchant. You can get the lucky rod, fast rod, plastic rod, flimsy rod, carbon rod. All of those rods you can get behind me. However, if you want to get the long rod, it's kind of hidden. Follow where I go to get the long rod. The long rod is located right here by the chair, as you can see. And yeah, this is going to be the long rod if you guys want to go ahead and get it. However, let's move on to the next rod. But this is all of the moosewood rod showcase. We are now at the Statue of Sovereignty, and this is how to get the King's Rod. So you want to make your way into the Keeper's Altar by speaking to Cole, and then over here you can get the King's Rod. You might be wondering, should I buy the King's Rod? Gonna be honest with you, it's actually a really good rod, guys, and I highly recommend you getting it. Once you're at the Keeper's Altar, you want to walk left. By walking left, you will then see the King's Rod. So walk left, and right here you can see that we got the King's Rod. So the King's Rod is going to be located right here for 120,000. If you want to see a showcase of the King's Rod, I can showcase it right now. I do have it, as you can see. Lure speed minus 45%, the luck is 55%. The reason why the rod is good, all fish is caught are 15% bigger, and it does also have maximum kg, which means you can fish any fish in the game with this. It's very OP. If you guys make your way behind Moosewood and the Statue of Sovereignty, you will find something called the Ark, as you can see, and there's actually going to be an NPC right here that you can speak to, and this is how to get the Destiny Rod. So these are the requirements that you need in order to get the Destiny Rod. You do need to have at least 70% of your entire bestiary completed. I've got 66% completed. If you got over 70%, you can buy the Destiny Rod. If you want to know where the GPS coordinates are for this location, it's going to be right here. Here's the coordinates. It's literally right behind Moosewood. We are now at the Roslet Bay. If you are at the Roslet Bay, these are all of the rods that you can get. As you can see, you can get the Rapid Rod, the Steady Rod, as well as the Fortune Rod. I will showcase all of those rods right now. And personally, the best one is going to be the Steady Rod. I highly recommend you getting it. But there's also another rod that you can get. What you can actually go ahead and do is make your way into the volcano. You can complete a quest to get the Magma Rod. So this is how to get the Magma Rod. You speak to the Orc, he will ask you to get a pufferfish. So by speaking to Orc, he will say, have you got a pufferfish? This is where you can get a pufferfish to get the Magma Rod. If I do pull out the fish radar, you guys can see that you can go ahead and get pufferfish right here. Once you got a pufferfish, give the pufferfish to the Orc, then you'll get the Magma Rod. We are now at Forsaken Shores. One of the requirements that you need is going to be a treasure map. Once you got a treasure map, you can go ahead and get the Sunken Rod. What you want to do to get the Sunken Rod is this. You want to get a treasure map. What you get by fishing, there's a rare chance of you getting a treasure map whenever you do fish, and then it does say visit Forsaken Shores to fix the map. So if you want to fix the map, make your way to Forsaken Shores, and then you want to speak to this NPC, and then he will fix a map for you so that you can find a treasure chest. You want to speak to Jack Marrow. By speaking to Jack Marrow with your treasure map, he will fix the coordinates, as you can see. I did do a video showing you guys all of the treasure map locations, so match the coordinates for what you got with the coordinates in this video, then you are able to find treasure chests instantly. This is the sunken rod. It's a very good rod in fish. You can also get the scurvy rod right here for 50,000, which is also a very good rod. At the Terrapin Island, you can go ahead and get the magnet rod, as you can see, for 15,000. This is a rod used for getting bait crates mainly. This is how to get the Aurora rod. These are the requirements that you need in order to get the Aurora rod. You do need to be in a server with Aurora Paralysis. There's two ways on how you can get in a Aurora Paralysis server. So the first way is by buying a Aurora totem, which does cost over 500,000 credits, which is really expensive. However, my personal way on how I get into Aurora Paralysis servers really easy is by doing this. If you join the Fish Trading Plaza and go into the channel looking for events, this is a channel where people are looking for free infinite Aurora servers, as you can see. So if you do DM this person, you are able to go ahead and get yourself in a free Aurora server, as you can obviously see. So I highly recommend you guys going ahead, going to this channel and finding people that are giving away free Aurora servers. Once you are in a server with Aurora Paralysis, you want to go ahead and find a whirlpool. Once you're in a server with Aurora Paralysis, you want to find a whirlpool. You then want to jump into the whirlpool, and then you'll get brought to Vertigo. At Vertigo, you are able to get yourself the Aurora rod. You can get the Aurora rod at the shop here as long as you're in a server with Aurora Paralysis. If you aren't in a server with Aurora Paralysis, the rod will not show. You might be wondering, is it worth getting this rod? This is by far the best rod in the game that will give you a ton of money. The lure speed is 10%, the luck is 60%, the control is 0.06, as well as the resilience being 6%. And the best thing about this rod is that the passive does give you a 15% chance of getting a Aurora mutated fish, which does increase the value of a fish, meaning that you get a lot more money. This is how to get the Trident rod. These are the requirements that you need. You need 5 enchant relics, 100% Desolate Deep bestiary completed. You also need enough money to buy the Trident rod. This is how to get the Trident rod without any of the requirements. Go to the Fish Trading Plaza and find people that are opening the Trident door. That basically means people can open the Trident door for you if you do not have those requirements. That will save you a whole lot of time. We need to get 5 enchant relics. You can get 5 enchant relics instantly by going to Merlin, that is located at the Sunstone Island. Once you're at the Sunstone Island, you want to speak to Merlin. You then can buy 5 enchant relics straight away from Merlin. So if you do speak to Merlin, you want to speak to Merlin. And then you want to go ahead and buy power. What can you do for me? I can do many things. You then want to buy power. As you can see, you can buy a relic of power, which is an enchant relic. You need 5 of those in order to get the Trident rod. We now need to get 100% Desolate Deep bestiary. Inside of the Desolate Deep is where the Trident rod is located. The Desolate Deep is located in between Sunstone Island and the Statue of Sovereignty. If you guys make your way in this direction, you can go to the Desolate Deep. I got my GPS out so you guys can see the coordinates on where the Desolate Deep is. So you want to make your way right over here. Here's the coordinates. I got my GPS out. Come to these coordinates. You need to get advanced diving gear. You can get a lot cheaper diving gear from Moosewood. However, equip your diving gear, and then you want to follow exactly where I go. So equip your advanced diving gear or whatever diving gear you have, and then you want to jump into the water and follow where I go. Once you've made your way right to the bottom, you will see a white sign. From the white sign, you want to head right in this direction. We are now in the Desolate Deep. You do need to have at least 100% bestiary in the Desolate Deep, or else you aren't able to get the Trident Rod. This is the entire Desolate Deep bestiary and each fish in the Desolate Deep. So this will really help you guys out on getting each fish in the Desolate Deep so that you can get 100% completion. Let's start with the Stassolite. As you can see, the best bait is going to be magnet. It can be in any time, weather or season. Now we move on to common. We got the horseshoe crab, the slate tuna. You can get these by using any bait, and you can also get the horseshoe crab by using crab cages. We now got the phantom ray, the coral geode. We also got the unusuals, the cockatoo squid, hermit rockstar crab. You can get these by using crab cages. We also got rare bandit fish, legendary midnight aloxolotl. You can get this by using insect as your bait. And we also got the barbed shark. We now got the mythical, the emperor jellyfish, and the sea mine. The sea mine you can only get by crab cages, as you can see. A little tip, if you want to get Stassolites, commons and uncommons, use a rod that is bad, like the flimsy rod, the rapid rod. If you want to get legendaries and mythicals, use a rod that is good, maybe like the lucky rod or whatever rod you've got that is good enough to get mythical. Make sure you use crab cages to get the sea mine. You can buy the coral geode right here and it will count as your bestiary. Once you've completed your Desolate Deep bestiary, you want to make your way to this location. Once you are here, you want to jump in the water. So jump in the water, face my direction and jump in the water. And then you should see a hole in the water, a little cave entrance. You want to go inside. As soon as you guys are here, you want to hold out your ancient relics. And then you want to put 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5 ancient relics on each pedestal by holding E. You then will be entered into the Trident Temple. And right here you can buy the Trident Rod. As you can see, this is the Trident Rod. It's one of the best rods in the entire game, as you can obviously see right here. And yeah, I've already got the Trident Rod, so I obviously can't buy it again. But yeah, this is the Trident Rod. As you can see, this is a showcase of the Trident Rod. By following the steps that I showed you, you will get the Trident Rod really easily. You can also skip the requirement if you do the way that I showed you. This is how to get the Rod of the Depths. The Rod of the Depths requirements are 100% completion in Vertigo's bestiary, a Depths key, 1 Absol relic, 1 Hexed relic. You also need advanced diving gear. You also need 750,000. You can buy advanced diving gear at this location. You can easily get the Absol and Hexed enchant relic by trading for it. If you don't want to trade for it, you can get a normal enchant relic and appraiser at the appraiser. However, doing it this way, it will cost a lot of money. Enter a whirlpool. To enter Vertigo, you then want to complete 100% Vertigo bestiary. This is the entire Vertigo bestiary. You can get the Isonade by fishing on a whirlpool. You can get night shrimps by using crab cages. You can get every other fish from Vertigo by fishing normally in the Vertigo area. Once you got the Depths key, as well as 100% Vertigo bestiary, you can then open up the door. You now want to go to the location where you want to open up the depth maze. You want to place your Absol relic on this pedestal. You now want to follow where I go to place your hexed ancient relic. Once you do that, the maze will then open up. Follow carefully to make your way through the maze. Once you've made your way through the maze, you can buy the Rod of the Depths rod. At the Mush Grove Swamp, there's another quest that you can do to get a free rod. So the rod is actually called the Fungal Rod. You get it by speaking to this NPC, which is located right here. So speak to this NPC, Agaric. He will tell you to get an alligator. You can get an alligator right here by fishing in the square. Give the alligator to Agaric. He will give you the fungal rod for completely free. There's also a rod called the No Life rod. You can get this by beating the game and becoming max level. It's one of the best rods in the game. If you want to level up quickly, I highly recommend you just AFK macro in. Highly recommend you watching this video if you want to level up quick. No Life rod you get by being level 500 in Fish. So if you are level 500, you will be given the No Life rod. We are now at the Ancient Isles, so this is where you can get all of the craftable rods at the Ancient Isles. So where you want to go is make your way inside of this cave, which is located right here. So you want to make your way inside of the cave like this, and as soon as you're inside of a cave, this is where you can craft your rods. So first of all, you do need to open up the Ancient Isles door. I did do a separate video showing you guys how to do that. It's relatively easy, so I highly recommend you watching this video to open up the door. However, as soon as you open up the door, I'm going to show you how to craft all of the rods, as it might be quite confusing. Once you guys are here, you can just go up to this like anvil, and then you can open up the crafting. As you can see, you do need to have certain level requirements. I'm going to be showing you guys how to get all of the materials as well as all of the rods that you can get from crafting. This is all of the crafting rods in the game and all of the materials and prices. As you can see, we got the precision rod, the wisdom rod, the resourceful rod. These are all of the ingredients, level requirements, and money requirements you need in order to get the rod. These are going to be all of the stats of the rods. You can pause the video if you want to get one of these rods. As you can see, with the best one being the Rod of the Forgotten Fang. These are all of the crafted materials in the game and how you can get the crafting materials. So you can see item, lapis lazuli, moonstone, ruby, amethyst, and opals from metals. You can get driftwood from fishing anywhere, but you gotta appraise the driftwood to get mythical luna. You get voidwood by fishing at these locations. As you can see, you get magic thread, ancient thread, and lunar thread by fishing anywhere or from treasure chests. If you make your way to the Ancient Isles and make your way to this location, you can go ahead and get yourself a rod, which is going to be called the Stone Rod, going to be located right over here. So make your way all the way down here and you can get yourself the rod, which is the Stone Rod right here, for 3,000. We are now at the Northern Expedition. We are going to be getting all of the Northern Expedition rods. Let's get started by getting the Heaven's Rod. This is how to get the Heaven's Rod. You want to make your way to the top of the Northern Expedition mountain. Once you are here, you need 4 crystals. You need 1 red energy crystal, you need 1 blue energy crystal, you need 1 green energy crystal, and 1 yellow. This is how to get the red energy crystal. So you do want to get all of the red buttons. The first one's going to be at Moosewood and it's going to be behind the sign. So once you do get it, it will turn green, as you can see. There we go. That's 1. We got like a few more to get. So I'm going to show you where all of the locations are right now. So that's where the first one is. Next one's going to be at Forsaken, inside of one of the towers. So let's go to Forsaken Shores. Make sure you're doing it in the same order as me if you want to save a lot of time, by the way. But yeah, you want to make your way to Forsaken Shores. So let's go to Forsaken Shores right now, which is going to be located all the way down here. So yeah, let's go to Forsaken Shores. There we go. And let's go ahead and get the next button location. So apparently it's in the tower. So let's have a look at this tower. Let's see if it's inside or not. Yeah, it's right in this tower, as you can see. So go ahead and get that. Hold E and you'll turn green. So yeah, I mean, we've got another one to find. So follow exactly where I go. We're now going to go to the next island. The next location that I'm going to go to is going to be the Roselit Bay. So make your way to the Roselit Bay, which is going to be right next to Forsaken, and it's going to be by the campfire. So make your way right over here, and then you should actually see the button by the campfire right there, as you can see. The next button location going to be at Snowcap. So let's go ahead to Snowcap Island. And this is where the next button is going to be located. We might need to climb the top of the Snowcap mountain for this one, guys, unfortunately. So let's just quickly climb the top of the Snowcap mountain and let's get this button. Alright, so once you made your way to the top of the mountain, apparently it's going to be by one of the lanterns. So you want to make your way to the top of the mountain and it's going to be right there, as you can see. Hold E on that button and there we go, that's another button location. And then we can get the last one. So the last one is actually going to be located all the way at Ancient Isles. So let's go to Ancient Isles and apparently this should be the last button, guys. Hopefully. So let's have a look at Ancient Isles, and that should be the last button location. And another one gonna be right here by the Stone Rod. That's another button location, as you can see. You then can buy the red energy crystal for 250,000 right here by speaking to the NPC. This is how to get the blue energy crystal. You want to buy a pickaxe and then just break the ice around the crystal, and then you should be able to get the blue crystal. This is how to get the green energy crystal. You want to speak to this NPC and he'll literally just give it to you. It's pretty funny. You might be wondering, where's this? Well, this location, guys, is going to be right over here. So what you want to do, guys, is make your way. Like, it's right here, guys. So it's pretty much like a cave. If I do go out, you should see where it actually is. So by this base camp. So do you know where you get the pickaxe? If you do take a right, you can actually get the green crystal. As you can obviously see, currently got the green crystal. If you want to get like any other crystal, make sure you watch my other videos. But yeah, as you can see, green crystal, that's how to get it. Just speak to that guy. This is how to get the yellow energy crystal. First of all, you do need to get a avalanche totem. Once you got a avalanche totem, you want to follow where I go, then use the avalanche totem, and then you should see the yellow crystal. Energy crystal. So you want to come over here, use your glider, and you pretty much want to make your way all the way down here, right? And then you want to come all the way here. Once you guys are here, you want to drop down like this. You should see this area. When you want to drop down, you should see a tree right here. And once you're here, guys, you want to pop your avalanche totem. Once you pop it, you should see the energy crystal right here, as you can see. So that's how to get the yellow energy crystal. You want to hold out your energy crystal and place the shard inside, and then it will lighten up. Do that for every single one. Once you do that, follow me. Once you put a crystal on each crystal, you want to make your way down here. And as you can see right there, you will see that there's a cave. You want to go inside of the cave. The cave door should be open. Once the door does open up, you want to use the rope to go down. Just keep in mind, you do need to have enough money to actually buy the Heaven's Rod, as it is quite expensive, which is why it's so hard to get. So this is going to be the Heaven's Rod right here, as you can see. The Heaven's Rod, 1.7 million to buy this rod. Very expensive, as you can see. And I'm going to showcase it right now. So the look is absolutely insane. This is how to get the Warper's Rod. If you want to get the Warper's Rod, you do need to find all of the levers around the map. So I'm going to go ahead, guys, and get all of the lever locations. By finding all of the lever locations, you can get yourself the Warper's Rod. So you pretty much can find levers around the map, guys. So I'm going to be back once I do find the first lever location. So the first lever location going to be right here, as you can see. If you do climb the top of the mountain, you can just drop down and get this lever, as you can see. So yeah. You want to make sure you got a lantern equipped to mount the lever. And then by getting all of these lever locations, I can get the Warper's Rod. So let's go ahead, activate all of the levers. This is the first one. There's 5 more to get. The next one is going to be located right here, as you can see, guys. So just make your way. You do need a glider to get this one for, an advanced glider if you do have one. And yeah, as you can see, if I do drop down, we can go ahead and get the next lever. So it's going to be right there, as you can see. Go ahead and get that lever, and that is going to be the second lever. If you make your way over here, there's another lever you can get. So if you do start from the bottom of the mountain, you can easily just get this one. You do need to get a pickaxe, right? You can get the pickaxe right there. Once you got the pickaxe, you want to break this using the pickaxe, and then you can just walk straight through, and then you can go ahead and pull this lever. And there we go, that's another lever pulled, guys. We only got a few more to get now, so I'll be back once I'm at the very next lever location. Alright, guys, so another lever location is going to be right here. So do you see this passage where there's like a bridge? You pretty much want to go over the bridge, right? Make sure you're on the right side of the bridge. And then if you do come over here, there's going to be another lever hidden right here. So go ahead and get that lever. There we go. there's going to be another lever location, so go ahead and get that. There we go, currently melting it. And yeah, this is going to be another lever location, so I'll be back onto map for the next lever location. That's another lever location found. Alright guys, so for this next one, you want to make your way to the top of this mountain, a little bit like this, and you do need to glide here. I'd recommend you probably getting some height here to get this next location. So yeah, it's going to be right over here, as you can obviously see. So you want to come to this mountain, and you should see it, as you can see. It's going to be right here on this mountain. And once you make it, you can actually go from that lever to this lever like really easily, as you can see. And this is going to be another lever location. So let's go ahead and get this one. There we go, currently melting it. And that's another lever location, so let's go ahead and use it. There we go. Alright guys, so I'm pretty sure we found all of them. So once you found all of them, make your way up the mountain until you see this like little cave area. It should be like almost near the top of the mountain, almost. And then once you are here guys, you can see that this is going to be the last lever that you do need to pull. And then we can actually go ahead and get the rod inside. So yeah, this is how to get the warpers rod pretty much guys. So that's going to be all of the lever locations as well. Then you want to activate the last lever. And there we go guys, we opened it up. And once you do open it up, you can see that the rod will just show up. And you can go ahead and get it, as you can see. So it does cost 65,000. I'm going to showcase it on the screen right now if you guys want to get it. But yeah, let's move on to the next rod. Whenever you make your way up the mountain, you will find rods like this at every base camp. So this is the avalanche rod, going to be at this base camp right here, as you can see. So yeah, you pretty much want to start from the bottom all the way up, and you can get the avalanche rod right here. I'll move on to the next base camp location to show you guys where the other rods are located. So if you do start right from the bottom of the Northern Expedition, you can get this rod right here, the Arctic rod, for 25,000, as you can see right here. So further up the mountain you go, the more rods you'll pretty much unlock. However, there's another puzzle rod that I want to show you guys. Another rod that you can get is going to be right here, called the Summit rod, for 300,000. So that's going to be near the top of the mountain to get the Summit rod, 300,000. Very expensive. I'm also going to showcase it right now if you guys want to get it. However, we've got one more rod to get for Northern Expedition now, and that rod is going to be located right over here. So follow me guys. Something that you need to get this is something called a glass diamond. So make sure you get a glass diamond. You need 2 people with 1 glass diamond, and you want to make your way to this location. What you need is a glass diamond. This is how to get a glass diamond. You can get a glass diamond by fishing, as you can see. So if I do type in glass diamond, this is pretty much a glass diamond if you guys want to see it. So this is the glass diamond right here. You can get it by fishing in the overgrowth caves. It's actually really easy to get, so once you do make your way to the overgrowth caves, start fishing there. And with your glass diamond, you want 1 person to stand here with it, and you need another person to stand here with another glass diamond. So you need 1 person here, another person over there with a glass diamond like this, standing at the same time. Then the reflection will bounce off this person onto that person, onto this crystallized rod, and then you'll be able to unlock it. This is the crystallized rod if you guys want it. If you want to get the heroic rod, you can get it from sunken chests. Sunken chests event will spawn randomly. If you do go to the specific island, it does tell you where sunken chests are. There's going to be a small chance of you finding the heroic rod from sunken chests, as you can see. I'm going to be showing you how to get the rod of the exalted one in Fish. This is one of the best rods in the game as of right now. Matter of fact, I do say that it's one of the best rods in the entire game, and it is worth getting. In order to get this rod, you want to go to this location, so follow me. Once you are here, you want to get 7 ancient relics with certain mutations. Going to be showing you the best way to get each mutation on these relics. This is the best way to get the hexed mutation on your ancient relic. This is the best way to get the crystallized mutation on your ancient relic. The best method to get the greedy mutation on your ancient relic. This is the best method to get the translucent mutation on your ancient relic. This is the best method to get the Antalian enchant on your ancient relic. This is the best way to get the fossilized mutation on your ancient relic. This is the fastest way to get the mosaic mutation on your ancient relic. Yeah, I know, it's going to take you a very long time to get all of these ancient relics. However, trust me, it is worth getting, as these are the stats of the exalted rod. Place down all of the ancient relics on the pedestal. Once you do that, you will be rewarded the rod of the exalted. There's a lot of rods out there that are now limited time, unobtainable rods that you can no longer get. So if you are trying to get one of these rods, you can no longer get them. That's how to get all of the rods in Fish.